This is a Sandy Boy Productions podcast.
99% of people don't know this about me.
Oh, breaking news.
Talk about it at all.
What?
Yeah, I don't talk
I wouldn't
about
shut up about it. It's so cool.
Welcome to Finish Lines and Milestones, a podcast for everyday runners. I'm your host, Allie Bretnacher, and if you run, you're a runner, and every runner has a story. Join me each week as I share these stories and we celebrate finish lines and milestones together. This week's episode is brought to you by Hug and Gooder, but more on them in a minute. I am recording this as a master's runner. Yep, I turned 40 on July 10th and celebrated with my husband in Greece. We went to Santorini and stayed in a city called Ia for 6 nights, and it was heavenly. If you want Greece content, I've shared some on my Instagram, and you can follow me at AllieTBrett_runs. For today's episode, I am talking to Kelvin Quang, co-founder of 3Run7, which is one of the fastest growing run clubs in Indianapolis, arguably one of the coolest as well. What started a year ago as a small group chat training for the Indy Mini, one of our local half marathons, has now turned into a free, come as you are, Saturday morning gathering, 9 a.m. at Provider Cafe in Indianapolis, complete with pace groups, cheer squad, photography, and a monthly sticker drop that people show up for. We get into how Kelvin built the brand, how he judges the club's success by who comes back rather than who shows up once, and his own running journey, including a Charlie horse that nearly ended his first marathon at Monumental. We also talk about his family's story as Vietnamese refugees and his very unexpected side hustle, which I will not spoil. And this episode is a great reminder that running is more fun the less seriously you take it. Enjoy meeting Kelvin.
Well, welcome, Kelvin.
Are we starting?
We're starting now. It's official.
Allie, this is beautiful. You know what I mean? I just want to first off say this is so fun. This is incredible, and I'm so grateful to be here. I feel like you are such a big name in the running community, especially in Indy.
Oh my gosh,
I don't think you know
so
that.
Nice. It's really nice.
You really are. Like, I'll go into Fleet Feet, and they'll talk about you. I'm like, wow, that's incredible.
Oh, that is incredible. Hopefully nice stuff.
Great things.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's nice.
And so it's so fun, and I'm very grateful to be in the seat because, I mean, you know, with finish lines and milestones, like it's a running-based podcast. I'll just be straight up, and I'll be clear with you. I'm not the greatest runner.
Oh,
right?
You're in good company, man.
Okay. Because I know you've had really good athletes come here.
Very true.
I'll tell you, not the greatest athlete right now. I'm no Boston qualifier, but I'm very happy to be here.
But you are one of the co-founders of one of the coolest clubs that our city has.
I'm so happy about that.
Yeah.
It's been so crazy, Allie. I mean, I'll just tell you, like, last year was when it first officially started, right?
A year, that's it.
It's been a year.
That's crazy.
Right? And, you know, it started with, I would say, like 10 friends. And, you know, we all kind of knew each other. I remember I had to make a group chat, and I really forced my friends to come. I'm like, you guys, please make it out. Like, don't embarrass me.
Were they all even runners? There were just some friends that you're
there was
like,
a
you
few
just gotta
runners.
come.
A few people do not run. But, you know, they were there to be supportive, and I'm
Perfect.
internally grateful for that. And so starting from that a year ago to what it is today, I mean, it is a little intimidating, but nonetheless, I'm so happy and grateful for it. Seriously.
Yeah, it's so cool. What got you to start it?
Well, a little context. So before anything 3Run7 happened, me and my friend wanted to do the Indy 500, the mini, right?
Okay, yep.
And so we started it by doing the miler series, right? It was the 3 mile, 6 mile, and 10 mile,
Yep.
I believe. And so it was just me and like 4 other friends. Our group chat was called Runners Boys Club because we were all boys and we all
cute.
ran. It's a little group chat, right?
Yeah.
And so over time, you know, during these 3 mile runs, we would invite our friends to come, cheer us on, and like have this little group, right? We would make like little singlets and jerseys and like little posters, right? And it was fun. And then did the 3 mile, the 6 mile, the 10 mile, and you know, we did the mini and all that. And over time it grew to, you know, our friends wanted to support. You know, they would join us during our weekly training runs and stuff like that. And so I felt like that was kind of the first experience of coordinating like a group run, right? And so, you know, 2025 came around and we all decided, look, let's really try to bring it to the public and get rid of that name, right? We don't want it to just be boys.
You would get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know.
I wanted it to be for everybody.
Yeah, that's so nice.
And so what better way to include the city then to name it 3-on-7, coordinate, make a branding about it and just publish it and see who showed up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, the first run, it was decent, right? About 10, 20 people showed up. Incredible.
Amazing.
And I thought I made it. You know what I mean?
You're like, great, we got the club.
The first run, I'm like, 10, 15 people showed up and like, yeah, we're set. Like, I'm going to quit my job and do this. And it was so fun. And it was just about just keep doing it every single week. And it's so crazy. Like, people will be like, yeah, I heard about it at the gym. My friend told me about it. I saw you on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And it just keeps piling up into what it is now.
Yeah. Well, and one of the key things about it, it's free.
Yes.
So that's what differentiates from a lot of the typical clubs you might hear about here, like Indie Runners or Carmel Running Club. You pay a membership fee to join, and you guys are not the same way.
No, I honestly, I spent so much money, and my friends spent so much money trying to like keep this thing running, and we're happy to do it. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel about this, actually. It's like,
yeah,
pretty much paying.
It's
to do
not
this.
cheap, actually.
No.
But I'm so happy to do it, and I think it's so important because running is one of the few sports that is cheap and accessible to anybody, right? You don't need a ball, you don't need special helmets, you just need shoes, right? And so with us allowing it to be free, I don't want anybody to come in expecting to pay or anything.
Yeah.
We recently started creating merch.
It's so good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I
So
recently
cool.
just got
like the shirt you're wearing right now. So cool.
Yes, I meant
Love
to
it.
get you one.
Oh, that's
actually
okay. I
have a
will
present
support
for
you. I will
later.
Support you. Thank you. I love presents.
But yeah, man, I think that's the most important thing is keeping it accessible to anybody.
Yeah.
Right. And that's always been like a big mission of 3-on-7 is no matter who you are, no matter if you're running 60 miles a week, doing ultra marathons, or if you've never ran before, I want 3-on-7 to be a place where you can come in, have a good workout, meet cool people, and just have a good time. And
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays in this, climate, it's very rare to find that.
Yeah.
In my personal experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's just a combination of everything's so expensive nowadays. And then also it's been a while, but we are living in like a post-COVID society where there was a time where everybody was isolated.
Mm-hmm.
And now that, we're not, there's still like a disconnect of now where's my community at, right?
Absolutely.
Have you ever done team sports or did you run in school or
I
college?
found running through punishment because I played soccer growing up.
Soccer,
So
yeah.
it was always go run laps or whatever. So I was an athlete as a kid,
Okay.
but not in college or anything like that.
Yeah, running used to be a punishment, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you have this experience. I ran cross country and track in high school, and that was about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, running was considered lame.
Right.
Like you're a loser if you
Right.
were
Like,
a
oh,
runner.
cool. You're, yeah.
Oh,
runner
go run
nerd.
some laps. Go turn left, right?
Yeah.
Now, I feel like it's switched.
I agree.
Cool people go to run clubs. Cool people run marathons and all that stuff. And I don't know if it's because I'm biased, if my feed is biased, but I feel like that's been a shift recently, right?
Well, and also that to your point, anybody can be a runner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like all that's now on social media or just the number of races that there are have made it more accessible to everybody. And that has made it so much more popular.
It's so beautiful, too, because for a lot of people who've never ran before, it does sound like a punishment, right?
Yeah.
And it is at certain times. But I'll tell you, once you get good at it, it's incredible. It's amazing. And I really hope that more people can experience that feeling, like the runner's high, right? Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been awesome. Seriously.
A year. I can't believe it's only been a year. And so what about the name? Who thought of it?
3-run-7. So 3-run-7, I mean, it just kind of makes sense.
It makes the most sense. I'm like, whoever just thought about that was just brilliant.
Right? 3-run-7, when I first heard it, it just blew my mind. I couldn't stop thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing. And at the time, nobody knew about it. Maybe we had 50, 60 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
And so I just took it as the perfect opportunity to turn it into essentially a brand.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted an incredible logo. I wanted to put it on everything, and I want people to associate that with a running community.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect with Indianapolis. And I was very intentional with that too. Like I really wanted to keep it very centered with our city. And so the colors are actually the same colors as Indianapolis, the Indianapolis flag colors.
Okay.
And the Pacers colors.
I was trying to remember the Indy flag.
It's like blue, dark blue and gold.
Yeah, okay.
I've taken that same shade of gold. It's
Perfect.
also the same gold as like the Pacers, right?
I really appreciate that, yeah.
And I wanted to incorporate that into the brand.
Perfect.
Because I really did want to center this as a run club for our city, the downtown Indianapolis city.
Yeah.
Right?
And for people who don't know, who aren't from Indiana or local, it's 317's our area code. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
it's brilliant because 317
317
basically sounds like you're saying our area code.
Yeah, and it's funny because at the time I thought we were being original, but no. A lot of other cities have their own version.
Oh, right, like Chicago, 3-run-2.
3-run-2,
Yeah.
right. And it's so funny because we saw them last year at the mini.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, 3-run-7, we've seen your guys' content. We
So
share
cool.
it in our group chats. And so it's so funny that, other communities are seeing it as well.
Absolutely. It's so good. And you designed the logo.
Yes, I designed it in my bedroom last year, 2025. And I don't know if you saw my story today.
I just did. And yeah.
What? Somebody took that design and tattooed it permanently on their leg.
And it's not small.
No. It's not.
It's like a 4x6 tattoo.
It's so funny. One of my best friends, he said he was in the sauna one day and he saw him in the sauna and he just could not believe it. He was like rubbing his eyes. He's like, there's no way.
Am I hallucinating?
Because it's the same font. It's the same everything.
Yeah.
Right? You can put it.
The logo.
You can overlay it. It's the same one.
Yeah.
And he just couldn't believe it. He didn't take a picture, but he was trying to tell me on the phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, yeah, right. Like,
Stop
I get it, whatever. Just
Yeah.
like you're joking. No, I saw
So
it
cool.
in real life, and it's real.
When are you going to get one?
I know. I think that's the next one. Is everybody's been telling me I gotta get it tatted, so I'll be the second.
Yeah, you also, I replied to your story. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I make temporary tattoos, and there's a couple companies that could do it where you could make temporary tattoos, like ones that are legit, not just like the really super cheap ones.
Oh, are you talking about the ones that stay on for a couple days?
It's not quite to the level of Inkbox. Inkbox is where it fades and then it fades darker. It's not quite to that level, but kind of in between, like where these tattoos will last through a marathon, through an ultra marathon. But they're not like the kids' tattoos that you get on Amazon that like peel right off.
That is going to be important because we had the kids one last year and it was black and gold.
Yeah.
And at the end of the marathon, it ended up being pink and like brown.
Yeah.
It was not good.
I know I've tried some other tattoos as well, and same. Like you're like, oh, well, this is not going to last. It like bubbles and just melts off, and you're like,
Yes.
okay, we need something that's going to last.
Well, that's so fun because in the same conversation of 3-on-7 as a brand, I want to try to explore other ways to turn it into like more of a lifestyle thing. So the tattoos, I think that's a great idea. I want to get into like handkerchiefs, obviously
cool.
merch, right? Bottles. We do something at our run club where every month we come out with a new sticker.
Yes, I do know that and love that too. That's really cool.
It's so fun because there's a limited amount, right?
Yeah.
And once they're gone, they're gone. I don't make any more. And so each month, it's an incentive to come to the run club and earn your sticker, essentially, right? And it's so fun because I have such big imposter syndrome, right? I feel like whatever I design isn't great or good enough, but when people cherish this stuff, like a sticker or a shirt, it really validates me. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it's not too bad overall.
No, it's cool. People come run because they want one of your stickers you designed. That's
I know,
pretty
it's
crazy.
so funny.
It's so cool.
And another thing, too, is this blows my mind as well. I try to talk to as many people at the run club as possible.
Yeah.
Right? There will be people who drive 40, 50, up to like 2 hours
Stop
to come.
it.
Yeah. On a Saturday at 9 a.m. So that meant they had to probably wake up at like 6,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To drive all the way here, listen to me talk, and then run with the crowd, and then what? You stay after for a little bit and then go. I think that's crazy.
That's really cool.
But that's so cool.
It is so cool.
I'm
really a
so
testament.
grateful for those people. Like last week, or 2 weeks ago, we had Fort Wayne Run Club come down and like.
Oh, that's so
check us
nice.
out.
Yep. Very cool.
Shout out to them, by the way.
2-run-9. Come on, when are they going to do it? That's
Hello. 2-run-9. But yeah, it's been so incredible just seeing how big this community has grown.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, Allie, like, I'm still somewhat in that mindset of having 10, 20 people in front of me. And so when, you know, the time hits and I'm in front of all these people, I got the mic and the DJ's turning the volume down and I'm looking at everybody, there is like a lot of anxiety going through. Like
I relate to that very much.
Can you imagine?
Right. I can do it like this because I just pretend like I just talk to my guests. Nobody's listening.
Right.
But when I have to do, like, we've done a couple live shows, it's, very anxiety inducing for me because I can't edit it.
Right. We could cut anything we want.
Yeah, I could say something dumb and just completely cut it out. But if I say something dumb live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's just there's so many people watching. And, you know, there's some people, like, with their phones out, zoomed out, looking at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think one thing that we do, which I think adds to how our community's been growing, is we try to have a lot of photographers and make a lot of content during our runs.
Which is brilliant.
Thank you.
Absolutely
brilliant.
brilliant.
It's been so huge, not only to the brand, but the run club and community as well. But just seeing all those cameras pointing at me, you know, I get a little anxious. But I'm happy to do it, right? I've always told my team, like, if you don't do it, somebody less qualified could.
True.
Just take over.
Yeah.
And do it. And so I'm so happy and grateful for what we have. And let me also just be clear, 3-on-7 is not like a self-made thing by me. It was built on thousands and thousands of shoulders of people who've helped me along this journey, right? You know, some of my closest friends have spent countless hours, days and nights working on this. And so, you know, I have to give a shout out to everybody who've shared or liked or commented or came to our 3-on-7 meetings. I mean, it's been incredible to see this grow into what it is. And so thank you to everybody. Thank you to the city, all of our sponsors as well.
Yeah, you guys are crushing it.
Thank you.
So tell people the specifics of the Saturday 9 a.m. Is that the only run you do throughout the week?
So far.
Okay.
Right. Saturday at 9 a.m. just kind of works perfectly for us who kind of coordinate it. I wanted it to be something that most people would be free at, and you don't have to wake up incredibly early.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's a few run clubs, which I deeply respect, but they show up at 5 a.m.
Right.
Yo, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, it's rough.
With 9 a.m., it's a little easier, right? You could still go out the night before and still make it, which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And I have so much respect for them, right? But yes, so 9 a.m. is where we tell people to come in, right? We have a few things that we have at the coffee shop, which is Provider Cafe. They've been so nice to let us use their patio.
And so that's where you meet every Saturday?
Yes. Provider Cafe, which is honestly perfect because it's right next to the Monon Trail.
Yeah.
Literally the most perfect spot. And so what we'll do is we'll do a group stretch, right? Mingle a little bit, talk to everybody. You know, they could get their waters, speak to maybe a couple sponsors that show up. But yes, we'll all stretch together, and then we'll do a 1.2 mile loop.
Okay.
Right? Now, I was very intentional with that because, like I said, I want people, no matter where their fitness goals are, whether you've never ran ever, you can still come to 3-on-7, do a mile, 0.2, right? You can walk, all that, whatever. But you could still do that and come together alongside all the people who are running 7:30 pace, 8:30, 9:30 pace, whatever, right? And so it's a 1.2 mile loop. You could do 2-3 loops or one loop, right? We split up into a couple different pace groups. And I also want to give a shout out to our pacers. I mean, they've been incredible. We have a few people who are dedicated to show up every Saturday, and they'll pace our groups. Our 7:30 pacer, his name's Steven. He qualified for Boston. He's an incredible guy. He placed second at the doggy dash, Monumental Mile.
Then I probably saw photos of him for sure.
Oh my gosh, his dog's name is Cash. He finished the finish line, and Steven went on the right, and Cash went on the left, and in the middle was one of the photographers.
It's probably Terry.
It might have been Terry.
Oh no, they clotheslined him?
Clothesline Terry. It was incredible. And I got like so many photos of it. It's so funny. But yes, Steven paces 7:30 pace. And those guys are incredible.
Yeah.
They'll maintain a 7:30 pace for 3 laps.
Okay.
Ends up being 3.6 miles. and they'll be at a conversational pace.
Yeah,
those are some real athletes.
Those are some athletes.
Those are some real guys.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have our group 2. Our group 2 split into 2 different pace groups. Our friend Eddie, his Instagram is King Lopez. He paces the second group.
Okay.
It's at 9 minutes for two laps, 2.4. One thing about Eddie is he is on a journey where every single day he'll try to run. And
that's cool.
It's, I believe, his 135th day in a row running. And so you're in great hands with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is such an incredible feat. We have a girl, her name is Carla. She's doing 9:30. And then we have an incredible mom. She shows up. She's been there from, the very beginning. She runs the 11:30 pace and above. Her name's Leslie. And so, no matter where you're at, I feel like you can come in, get a good workout in. I feel like that's important. Mm-hmm. Get a sweat in and have a good time with the people who are at the skill level. And you can always, fall back, move forward, stuff like that. And so it's been great. The logistics behind everything with the help of my friends have been awesome. Yeah.
It's just the simplicity of having pace groups at a run club. It's such a no-brainer to me. And I remember, she's been on this podcast before. Her name's Nicole. I'm blanking on her last name, but she got married, so it's new anyway. She's below average running, and she's built this community around just that, people who are back of the packers. Mm-hmm. And so I showed up for a run club that she hosted in Vegas, and it was great. She's like, okay, over here, this person's doing this pace. It was very clear. Mm-hmm. And I think that helps people not be so scared. When they know they can show up and they're going to be part of a pace group, they're not going to get left in the dust. Yeah. Because I think that's one of the fears that people would have as a beginner, that you show up and then nobody's going to run with you, or you feel like you're the slowest one there. And
that I'm so glad you brought that up, because yes, it is intimidating. I feel like, with me, I portray myself as extroverted, but deep down I'm very introverted. And so for me, going out to somewhere that's unfamiliar with a bunch of strangers, it's intimidating to show up to a run club. And so that's why I prioritize that if you're new, I'll try to talk to you. I'll talk about your shoes. I'll try to kind of introduce you to other people, because I feel like it's so important, right?
Yes.
I don't judge the success of our run club by the amount of people that show up. I judge it by the amount of people who come back, right? I feel like that is the most important thing, because look, if you can bring 100 people once, that's a great event. But if you can keep them coming back and back, I feel like that's when you have a community.
Agreed.
And that's what I really want to focus on and emphasize, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm very happy for our community that we've been building.
Are you getting close to outgrowing the space that you're in? Because every time I see a photo from a Saturday, it's like there's more people every time. And I'm like, they're all, you cram them together and...
Yeah. Honestly, that's one of my biggest concerns right now.
It's so hard.
Last week, I literally got on the top of a ladder to take that group photo.
Wow.
Did
you bring the ladder with you?
Well, luckily they had a ladder in the garage.
Okay.
But even that, I was very close to cropping people out. So, yeah, we're going to have to figure that out. You can't have that.
You can't have somebody cropped out of the
I don't want anybody
photo.
Cropped. No, that's the last thing I want. And so I got to figure something out. But, Provider Cafe has been so incredible. I'm sure they're happy that we meet at their coffee shop, right?
1,000%, because people are probably going to buy some coffee.
It's crazy. The line stretches across outside and out the building.
Oh, yeah, an iced coffee after a run.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. They've been so helpful, and so, I'm very thankful for them. But yeah, we are kind of outgrowing that space.
Yeah.
I will say we're very lucky because they allowed us to use their big garage. Mm-hmm. It's like an event space.
Oh, that's nice.
Honestly, still outgrowing the garage. And the fact that it is an event space allows for a lot of parking. We are still kind of outgrowing the parking. And so if you're listening to this, make sure you carpool if you can. But yeah.
Or run to run club.
Or run. Actually, there's a lot of people that
I bet, if you're trying to get a little bit more mileage, maybe you run there and back.
A lot of people do. We start at 9, but I see our friends running at 8 just to get their miles in. And then they treat us as the cool down.
That's smart.
Which is great.
It's perfect.
Love that.
Yeah.
But yes, that is a big concern, and I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
We are outgrowing, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem to have. I'm happy. I guess it's just another roadblock, but I mean, that's just life. You know what I mean? There's always going to be roadblocks, and it just depends on how you manage it. And
Right.
I'm confident that we'll figure something out.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by a great team, really. Quick shout out, my friends David, Garcia, and Bree. They've been so helpful. David's been there. I've been friends with him ever since college, and he's been one of the most hardworking visionaries I've ever met.
Where'd you go to school?
IUPUI,
Okay.
or IUI now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I met him. He's great. Bree, I feel like she is the most textbook run club athlete that you can think of. She showed up in the middle of our last year, and she studies PT. She does all that stuff. She's very knowledgeable. And back then, I used to lead the stretches. I don't know anything about stretches.
Yeah, I don't stretch.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really stretch.
I don't really stretch.
I'm
I'm
not great
sorry.
at that stuff. I'll watch like TikToks on how to stretch, but I don't know anything. Bree came in and she kind of helped start leading the stretches last year.
Yeah.
Because she would tell me what stretches to do, and I would just yell it louder. I'm like, wait, Bree, you might as well just lead it.
Yeah.
And so she has jumped on the leadership team, and you know she's been incredible at helping coordinate and with day-to-day operations. And so I have an incredible team, and there's a few people as well. There's Priscilla. Priscilla is the most OG 3-run-7 member out there. She's from the very beginning. She's currently pregnant with a baby girl, and we're so excited for it.
That's so fun.
So she's taking some time off, but I can't wait to have her back. And we've had so much help from the past. One of my best friends, Ketsa, he used to be a photographer, and he helped also coordinate and run the run club. We had our friend Adam, who helped manage things and help with sponsors. And so, like I said, 3-on-7's been built on the shoulders of hundreds of people, and so I'm eternally grateful for them. I'm so excited to see what happens this year and the years after.
Yeah.
I
Me
can't
too
imagine.
for you guys. I have to come out.
Allie,
First of all.
I'm really waiting for you to come out.
Well, I have plenty of excuses. It's just I live up here in the suburbs and have
I
2
know.
young kids. That's my main excuse. Because otherwise, if I could do whatever I wanted on Saturday mornings, like you better believe I
Yeah.
would have been there. Do people bring strollers and kids?
Yes. I was going to ask,
See,
do your
yeah.
kids run?
So I could totally bring both of my kids, actually, because my youngest is 5, and we do the Monumental Mile. That's the first place I officially met you.
That's right. I saw you there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we do that as a family every year. And so they've done at least a mile. And then my oldest just did her first 5K.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I really now don't have an excuse.
Allie, yes. Bring your stroller. Bring
It's
your
not even
kids.
early either. It's not even early. It's 9 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm awake for 3 hours by that point. So
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
point, right?
yeah.
And so, yes, I would love to have you. Anybody who's listening, I would love to have you guys here. I'd love to talk to you guys. And I really want you guys to see what it's like, right? I could explain it and make videos about it and post it, but really once you actually go there and get a feel for what it is,
Yeah.
you'll understand, right? And so, yeah, it's been an awesome movement.
What did you study at IU Indy?
You know what's funny? I've never done a single marketing class or business class or any exercise class.
That's surprising.
I studied health and human sciences.
Okay.
I specialize in respiratory, and I also have a nutrition minor. Completely
helpful.
unrelated to anything I do now.
What do you do now for your day job?
I do communications for the city.
Oh, that's right. I did
And
know
so I don't do anything related to what I studied, but when I was in college, I applied myself to a lot of extracurriculars, right? I did communications for our student government. I did marketing for our student activities. I met a lot of incredible people there as well, and I feel like that's where my passion for marketing and content really came from, right?
And even so, what about the video stuff? How did you get into learning about how to do that? Do you do just video, or you do photos as well? I guess you take the group photos.
I'm
so
just
that answers
learning.
that. Well, right, like you and I both said before we started recording. I'm like, we're just pretending.
We're
to
just
be
pretending
experts.
to be expert. I started very young. I always had a toy camera growing up when I was a little kid.
Okay.
And then when I grew up and I was in high school, I bought a little cheap camera, and I would record little movies and little videos with my friends. just on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
In college, you know, I had a little more things to market, and it also became something that I can make some money on, right? Feed myself with. And it's just growing and learning how to use it year after year, learning new techniques. And, you know, if you showed me a video I made 10 years ago versus the videos I make today, it's a huge improvement, right? But I've never taken a course on videography or photography. I'll watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
What does this button do, right? But it's really just consistency, right? Mm-hmm. I think another thing is I do a lot of graphic designs for 3-on-7, right? I did not know how to use Photoshop when I started 3-on-7 at all.
Shut up.
No idea how to do anything with it.
The stuff you do is so cool, Kelvin.
Thank you. It's just because I do it every week. And I set myself an expectation and a timeline, right?
Yeah.
I want to get things
helps.
out, you know, because we have Run Club this weekend. We got to post something during the week.
Yeah.
And so it's just been me constantly doing it every week. I've just gotten so much better. I think it's just a fundamental law that no matter what you do, as long as you're consistent, you just get better. Whether it's in creative work, whether it's in running and athletic or any type of field, as long as you're consistent, you'll just get better. It's a fundamental law, right? I'm sure your first podcast wasn't.
Oh my God. It's so bad.
Right.
I recorded it in a closet and the audio is horrible.
By yourself?
Yeah.
It was a solo one, right?
Yeah. And there's no video. And yeah, I mean, it took me a long time to get to do video because people told me, well, you gotta do video for your podcast. I'm like, ugh.
And look at you now. You knew it had to be on 60%.
Yeah, those lights. Well, I knew it felt bright.
and so it's just so incredible, right? Your first podcast, your first book, your first run club, it's not going to be great.
Yeah.
You know, obviously our first run club wasn't fantastic. Oftentimes I'll like think back in the past and I'll cringe a little bit. But I feel like that's such a good sign of growth, right? If you can look back and be a little embarrassed, it means you've learned something.
Yes.
Right? I know a lot of our friends have recently started their own run clubs. A lot of our friends who showed up a couple times to 3-on-7 decide, okay, I think this is fun. I want to start my own. I want to tell them, like, just keep working towards it, right? Like, it's tough and it's hard and you don't really see the results up until you do. I'll say 3-on-7 didn't get big until maybe 8 weeks in. We just went kind of semi-viral on one post, and that kind of changed everything.
It's wild how that works, isn't it?
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy how powerful social media is nowadays, right?
Yeah.
And it's so funny, too. You know, like, I'll spend hours and days sometimes working on something, and it flops.
Oh, yeah. It's like 30 people see it, and you're like, cool.
Nobody likes it. I'll spend something that took me 15 minutes, and I was halfway distracted making it. And it's our most viral post.
So annoying, isn't it?
It's so funny. It's
you're
so
like,
crazy.
God, well.
but it's like a lottery. Like I kind of see social media as kind of like a scratch off game. It's like you just keep scratching off. One day you'll hit it, and then
and then it'll have all been worth it. Yeah. I've definitely started feeling some of that momentum myself because of the consistency of it, and just got to keep doing it. And you know what? If your video flops, good news, nobody saw it.
Yeah, just do it again.
Yeah.
Try again next week.
So it's fine. Yeah, it's so relatable for sure.
What episode is this?
That's a good question.
You don't even know.
Shoot.
Well, I know you're
167 maybe.
That's awesome.
It's a lot. I can't believe it. It's like all of a sudden I blinked and it's like, holy crap.
160 just general things. That is so impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so hard to be consistent. I feel like that is the number one thing that 99% of people struggle on, is just being consistent. I really feel like if you do want to be part of that 1%, you have to do what 99% won't.
Yeah.
And that is consistency, right?
Amen.
Whether it's running, whether it's
good.
art, creativity, you just keep being consistent and keep trying. And I think the biggest thing is just to also keep learning. I wasn't born a great photographer or videographer or run club coordinator or anything, right? You have to allow yourself to be a beginner. learn things and fail a lot and try and learn why you fail and then just try again. I feel like some of the most successful people are people who just do things without having to think about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of smart people struggle because they sit and they overanalyze everything and they don't actually execute because they're just so anxious about making the first thing right.
Yeah.
It's funny. There was an experiment. It was a photographer professor who split their class in half. Half of their class took a photo every single day, and half the class spent the whole semester trying to make the perfect photo, one photo. And obviously, at the end of the course, the side that took photos every single day had so many better results than the side that focused entirely on one photo.
Yeah.
And I think you can apply that logic and that mentality to anything, and then you'll notice the results.
Right. You could probably put all those up on a PowerPoint and people wouldn't be able to tell the difference either.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the thing. It's so funny. Art is
weird.
so subjective.
That's whole nother podcast. Yeah. What about your own personal running journey?
I love nothing more than bringing you brands that I have used for years myself and spent my own money on. Hug is one of those brands. I was actually influenced by Lindsay Hine, who's the owner of this podcast network. And so this is for the ladies who are listening. Hug is the home of the world's only dryer safe bra. That's right. You throw them in the washer and dryer. So easy. I packed 3 different colors of the bra tank for my trip to Greece, as well as one of their swim sets, which doubles as a bra and underwear that you can use for swimming. So huge bonus there. And every Hug piece uses their enmeshed technology, which is patent pending mesh liners instead of the foam pads. So there's no shifting, no yellowing, no bacteria buildup. It's wire-free with buttery soft fabric and support, and it's PFAS free and BPA free, and you can throw it in the washer and dryer. Can't say that enough. So head to hug.com or use the link in the show notes and use code ALLYB, ALLYB, for 15% off of your order, which stacks with their buy 3 get 1 free offer. That's hug.com/ALLYB. Thank you so much to Hug for supporting this podcast. And another brand that I've had for years is Gooder, active eyewear for anyone. If you don't know Gooder, are you really a runner? If you haven't purchased from their website, this is for you. I wear mine obviously on runs, but they are my everyday sunglasses, my vacation sunglasses. I have so many in my car, yet they never seem to be there when I need them. They have a grip-coated frame so they don't slip when you sweat. They are snug, lightweight, they don't bounce around, and they are polarized UV 400 lenses, so you're actually protected. And the colors and frame styles are amazing in the best way. There's a pair for every outfit, mood, occasion, whether you're heading out for a long run or sitting down to brunch. Once you own a pair, you won't be able to get enough of them. Ready to upgrade your eyewear to something functional, fashionable, fun, and affordable? Head to gooder.com/AllieB to claim $10 off of your first order. That's GOODR.com/AllieB, ALLYB. Thank you, Gooder, for supporting this podcast.
What about your own personal running journey? So you mentioned a friend signing up for the minis, and you did cross country when you were younger. But what has your running journey been like the last year or so that now you're like ingrained in the running community?
It's so funny, right? With me owning a run club, you'd assume I'm out here doing like ultra marathons and all this. I'm really not. There was a point in my life where I was very competitive, right? In high school, I was deeply competitive.
Did you go to high school around here?
Yes, I went to Warren Central High School. Shout out Dub C. But over time, I realized it's more fun when you take it less seriously, right? When I was training for my marathons and my minis, I was so focused, like tunnel visioned on breaking records and getting this set time that I didn't really have that much fun. Lately, another thing, I lost my Apple Watch, so I haven't been tracking my runs.
Oh my gosh, gives me anxiety.
It does, right? For a while, I'm like, it doesn't exist if I don't record it. But lately, I'll run, and I don't know how long I ran for or how many miles I ran, but it's kind of freeing in a way.
It does sound kind of nice.
It's kind of freeing because it's like I'm just running for the fun of it.
Right.
I'm not trying to like be in zone 4-3 for this amount of time. I will say at a point I was like that. now it's just I want to run because it's fun and it feels good. And I think I just take it less seriously, and it's so much better in my personal experience. I know there's a lot of runners who care about the data and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the game gets more fun the less serious you take it.
Yeah, I think that's a good lesson for people to learn. It took me a long time to learn that. I'm so competitive, mostly with myself because I'm not a great athlete, as we've mentioned. But like I've cared about time forever. And then finally, now being so much part of the running community, running being such a big part of my life, I realized that unless I changed my relationship with running, I was going to burn out and not love it like I used to. And so now I've focused more on the fun side. But I will say I still want to compete. I still want to get faster and be the best version of myself. But I don't do that every race like I used to feel like I had to. And so I've just changed my relationship with the sport, and I think that's helped me so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is important. I think it is a very valuable character trait as well. You always want to be better. You know what I mean? If you're not better, then I feel like you spend a lot of time not improving. And there's always that, right? But you're right. I think a big reason why I have burnt out in the past is because I would always compare myself to how I was during my peak.
Right.
And it, stresses me out. I'm like, dude, like, after a marathon, you take a couple weeks off and then you're like, it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that could also hurt your relationship with running. You just have to find a balance, right?
Yep.
I think that's just the most important part. Yeah.
What was your first marathon? Was it Monumental?
It was Monumental.
Okay. What year would that have been? Last year? Or the year
2024,
Okay.
right before I did the run club.
So was that a really windy year?
I don't remember if it was windy. I just remember I had so much fun.
Good. Well, that's good.
It was so fun. I ran with one of my friends, Adam. And seriously, like, for advanced runners who do marathons, there comes to be a point where you don't really get tired. Like, your endurance doesn't get tired. It's more about how your muscles react to running 20.
The beating
20,
that you take, yeah.
And so during that Monumental, I had so much energy, and I wasn't tired. I was jumping around, smiling, laughing, talking to the crowd. Obviously, at the end, my freaking legs just died out on me. I had a Charlie horse, and I was just like dragging my feet through the last 4 miles.
I can't imagine having a Charlie horse during a marathon.
Allie, it was insane.
That sounds like a hell. Oh.
Allie, I looked at my foot, my quads, and it was pulsing.
Oh, no.
And there was a stretch, and I'm like, dude, I can't even move it. So I think for like a good 2 miles, I dragged my foot.
Did you stop at a med tent or anything to get
I didn't.
Yeah.
There was this guy, I don't know him, but he was just like, brother, let's keep moving.
Oh,
and
those
he
are the
really
best.
inspired me. And I think that's another thing too. Like, running with people is an entirely different experience. You know this.
Yeah.
Running by yourself and running with other people, it doesn't even feel like the same sport. Like, there's so much energy in a crowd, and also having people support you. I remember I was doing any race, but specifically the mini. I'm like, let's just start chill. Let's cruise at like a good 9:30. I'm having so much fun at the start. I check my watch, it's like 7:30.
Ooh, oops.
And I feel like I'm running a 9, but it's just the energy, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's so happy, excited. There's cowbells, ringing on the side. There's signs, and you just get lost into this experience that you just push yourself so much. And I think that's another reason why 3-on-7 has been so successful, is because of the energy that our runners have supporting each other. Our pacers have been incredible with supporting the groups. We have a cheer squad that plays music, and we have our own cowbells, and
it's perfect.
We have
so
photographers. Good. It's so fun because it really changes the sport from a punishment activity to something that you look forward to.
Right. Yes. Like a party with all your friends.
It absolutely is a party every single Saturday.
Yeah.
Allie, I really can't wait for you to come.
I can't wait to go. I cannot wait to go. Do you do the Run 3-1-7 series of races? I always mess that up because they just sound similar. They really missed the boat on naming theirs 3-1-7.
They really did.
Because they were before.
I have a lot of respect for them. They were so close.
So close.
we got invited to it during that last 5K, and this 5K that's coming up on Thursday as well.
Okay. What's this week's one?
I believe it's in Broad Ripple.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because it's close to my it was on my birthday last year.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So nice. I did run it last year.
Yeah, we get invited, and we'll have a tent set up, but I feel like we just recently started doing more of that community stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, Allie, last time we went to that 317 run event, I still feel like such an imposter and underdog because there's been so many other run clubs that have been established for years.
Yeah.
And, there's levels to this. There's levels to coordinating a run club and coordinating this community that I have so much deep respect for them. And every single week I'm learning more and more. But, yeah, there's still so much to learn. I feel like Indiana has recently, also out of nowhere, become such an incredible sport state.
Yes.
Right? With football, with basketball, women's basketball, like with every single sport, it's been so incredible. I really think running is the next frontier for Indiana. And one, I'm very grateful we've been established for a year.
Yeah.
I'm also very grateful to be a part of a running community where there's tons of running clubs that have been established, and I could learn from them and take notes from them. Mm-hmm. And I hope people do the same with 317 as well. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's been fun. And I want to be more involved in the running community, right?
Yeah, there's so much. And I would say, I was just thinking, gosh, it would have been great to see you guys at the Full Mo, the ultra marathon that goes the whole length of the Monon. Because I'm like, well, shoot, Provider Cafe was probably right there on Saturday morning when it took us a while to get down there. So it would have been the afternoon by that time. But just there's so much opportunity for everybody listening to this who's local or, in their own local running communities to get more involved if you want to, especially with volunteering too. I sat on the board for Monumental for 5 years and
wow.
Yeah, I learned so much about all that goes on behind the scenes, and it gave me a deeper appreciation for these events that I participate in.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Blows my mind.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect? Mm-mm. It's essentially like when you first start anything, any type of interest or any field, the first time you learn about it, you feel like, oh, I kind of get the grasp of things. But the more and more you learn and realize, the more you know that you don't know anything. Right?
It's so true. It's so true.
I'm like that as well, right? Whether it's in film, photography, or running a run club, the first taste, I'm like, okay, I get the hang of this. And then you realize how much there is and how much you don't know. And so, like I said, right, I want to allow myself to still be a beginner and learn the ropes on how all these other run clubs are operating and how I could take that for myself. Mm-hmm. And so I've always been a lifelong student, no matter what it is. And I think that is what makes 317 great and what it is today.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, seriously, we could honestly use as much help as we can get also.
Show up, people.
Please do show up. But yeah, no, it's been fun.
Okay, so you've done Monumental. Is that you've done multiple marathons, or is Monumental your marathon that you've done?
Yes, let me be clear. That is my only marathon. I know you've done countless marathons. Monumental has been my first and only.
Oh, he says only on recording.
Yes. So far.
We'll see. Okay, there you go.
So far.
I was like, never say never, Kelvin.
Never say never. I've done a few minis, but yeah, I definitely do want to get back into that. Lately, I've just been so focused on 317 that it's kind of taken over my life.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work. I don't think people realize how much work really goes into that.
It's a lot. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be, but I want it to.
But you want the quality. Yeah. If you wanted to just throw together stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think a little bit of effort goes a long way, especially when doing something like this, right? Mm-hmm. It's easy to just not care and just hope people don't notice these little details. But for me, I'm just such I have a perfectionist mindset.
Me too. It's
not great.
Hard sometimes.
It's not a great trait, but putting in a little bit more effort goes such a long way.
I will say props to us as perfectionists actually making things happen. Because I think the hardest thing, like you said, is just to start, just to do it. But it took me so long to start this, to start, other things, just because I wanted it to be perfect before I started. And then you realize, it's not how it works at all.
It's analysis paralysis, right?
Oh my
you
gosh.
just get stuck because you want to make sure everything's perfect. But by the time that you do it and you think it's perfect, somebody else could have done like 30 versions of it, right?
Yeah.
And so, yes, it's good to think and put effort, but it's also important to execute and just get started, Mm-hmm. I tell my friends, the hardest part about running is putting on your shoes.
Yeah. That first
thing, that first second of deciding, your brain neurons for the first time connecting of, let's go on a run.
Yeah.
That's the most difficult barrier. Once you get over that,
then it's
whatever.
A lot better.
Yeah, and you just keep riding the momentum, which, I've been grateful to be able to do, and I hope I do it for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
And Allie, I'll just also be transparent with you. The run club does cost a lot of money, and our friends are just paying for it out of pocket, but I'm grateful to do it. You know what I mean? I would do this if I made zero money. I'd pay to do this.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about it.
Yep.
And I just love seeing the people come. Last week we had a field day, and
so good.
People were just saying, like, I haven't felt like this in so long. It's like I haven't felt like a child in so long, or like do all these activities. And I think that's the best reward and best payment I could ever ask for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's been very cool.
Yeah, you're changing lives, whether you feel like it or not.
I'm grateful.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it's funny because I get a lot of praise, and I'm very happy. In the moment, it's hard for me to register. Mm-hmm. I can only register it once everything's done. Everybody went home. I'm sitting in my car. That is when like it hits. I'm like, okay. And I'm very grateful. And so, yeah, it's been awesome.
Let's transition. I want to talk about your heritage.
Yes.
And the lion dancing.
Oh, my goodness.
I did not know what that was, okay? So please, let's talk about it.
I love how you did your research.
I try to just get as in there as I can.
99% of people don't know this about me.
Oh, breaking news.
Talk about it at all.
What?
Yeah. I don't talk about it.
I wouldn't shut up about it. It's so cool.
I do this thing.
You gotta show up at Run Club. What are you talking about?
I know.
This is crazy.
One day I will.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that. The day that I come.
Show up,
Perfect.
I'll plan it. But yes, so lion dancing is a traditional, it came from China. It's a traditional Chinese dance where it involves two people, the head and a tail. And what the head does is he controls the mouth and the eyes and like the whole head of the lion. And then the tail is there specifically to create that illusion of the lion body and also to help coordinate stunts and tricks. And so what we'll do is a lot of ceremonies.
Okay, and who's we? Who's we?
So it's me and my friend Quang.
Okay.
Right? I'm the head.
Okay.
Quang is the tail.
Okay.
And people will hire us for weddings or store openings or banquets.
Oh my gosh.
Essentially, the tradition goes, the lion, it's a god full of energy and good luck.
Yeah.
Wherever it goes, the more energy it has, the more it shakes. If you touch it, you get good luck. If it touches your ground, the store gets good luck. Casinos will hire me a lot because
Go up to Anderson.
Yeah, Shelbyville.
Yeah.
They hire me because it's good luck, right? And so what we'll do is I'll be the lion, shake around, right, or the head, and one of our tricks is the tail lifts me up and puts me on their head. And so it's two guys stacked on top of each other to show off this illusion as if the lion is standing up like this, right?
What?
It's so fun. It's like an acrobatic performance.
It's so crazy. Okay, so when you're inside the head of the lion, are there sticks in there? Like, how do you control? Okay, it is sticks.
So the mouth is just a flap.
Okay.
And you'll use your left hand to keep it open.
Okay.
And like a puppet,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then on the right hand, there's a string. And
Okay,
you
it's a
pull the
string.
string to open and close the eyes. And so you do both of them at the same time to show like very dramatic movements.
That's
and,
so crazy.
you know, you try to act as like a little cute dog, kind of, you know, like you're winking and like you're listening left and right. And kids love it.
My kid would be terrified of it. But
a lot of kids cry
Yeah.
when I do it though, because it's scary.
it is.
And this lion's like 8 feet tall,
Right.
running around, right?
Yeah.
But it's been so fun. I did it in college, and
Okay. Is that when you started doing it, or did you do it as a kid?
no, I did it in college.
Gosh.
And
How did you find it?
dude, so I was part of this organization called the Vietnamese Student Association.
Okay.
Right. And
So your heritage is not Chinese.
I'm Vietnamese.
Okay, that confused me a little bit.
I need
the lion dancing
I forgot to say
confused
that.
me.
I am
Okay.
fully Vietnamese.
Okay.
And so we did a performance for, one of the VSA Student Association shows, and someone in the crowd scouted me out and picked me to be part of their lion dance team. And so now this guy, he reaches out to different communities and sees if they want it or not, and then I'll just come out and perform. It's so fun.
There's so much opportunity there, Kelvin.
It's
I'm like,
so funny.
Can you imagine you're running a marathon and there's just a lion?
Yes, actually, I think they have shown up to Monumental.
Okay. Man.
It's so funny, but it's great. It's a lot of fun, a lot of energy. People love seeing it, and so I'm just happy to do it.
I don't know if I've ever seen one in person. I mean, performing. Because at my kid's school, there was, I think it was just the head. Do they connect together, or is it always one piece?
There's versions where it's just the head.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For like little kids,
Yeah.
or like little small ones.
Okay.
But the real performance includes 2 people in one costume.
Like, where do you get the costume?
Dude, they hand make it in China and they ship it. It's like thousands of dollars.
I bet. They look incredible.
Some of them have like LED lights on them.
Stop it.
It's so fun. And it's
so cool.
heavy though. It is a lot of work, dude. Like, so the head itself is maybe 12 pounds of wood and like metal wiring, which it's not too bad. But once you're shaking it and you're jumping around and dancing for like 10 minutes, dude, it's exhausting.
Yeah. How long is a typical performance?
About 10 minutes. Okay. It's exhausting after a while.
I bet.
Seriously. Yeah, it's so fun. I'm so happy that you brought that up.
I'm so glad I found it. And the tail, what does the tail do? I mean, you said it creates the illusion. Are you just like standing up and down?
So the tail, it's funny. The tail will shake its butt, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kick its legs.
What do you wear on your legs? I can't remember.
Oh, so we have our own like pants.
Okay.
That look like part of the lion dance.
Okay. That
yeah.
you made or you bought or?
It comes with the costume.
Okay, got it.
Right.
Makes sense.
And so the tail's job is to finish out that back silhouette. The tail actually, there's a real tail, and it's connected to a stick, and you could wave it around too, and wave it in front of people's faces.
Oh, that's fun.
But yes, the tail's main job is to also do the stunts.
Yeah.
Right, and there's a cue, and so once I hit this cue, the tail knows Kelvin's about to jump on my head, so he helps lift me on his head, and then we do the whole thing. It's so fun.
Cool.
It's so fun.
It's
such like a random side gig that I do
so random.
here and there, but it's awesome. It's so popular during like Lunar New Year's.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I'm like super booked around that time, but
that's so crazy.
after that, it's just like
so cool.
Some lore.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So your Vietnamese heritage.
Yes.
Where were your parents born there? What's the story there?
My parents were both born in Vietnam.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, like, we grew up in absolute poverty, right? Like, I think when people view Vietnam, there's a touristy place, and then most of it is jungle. Yeah. We used to live in the jungle where we didn't have plumbing.
So
right?
were you born there?
I was born in America.
Okay.
I came back for a little bit, and I lived there as a child.
Wow.
And then I moved back, right?
Okay.
But during that time, yeah, it's super humid. It's always like 95 degrees. There's mosquitoes and lizards everywhere. Electricity was not that great. We didn't have nothing.
Wow.
I think our roof was made of like hay at one. Like, I'm telling you, we didn't. I remember our toilet was just like a bucket.
I mean,
there was like a flowing river that you would go to.
Wow.
It was crazy. And
that is crazy.
I'm also very grateful for that experience because it showed me a side of life that a lot of people don't experience.
Yeah. Well, especially we're like recording this in Carmel, Indiana.
Indiana, AC, everything's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's roundabouts everywhere. In Vietnam, I mean, where we grew up in, it was very poor growing up. And so I feel like very grateful, you know?
Yeah.
Because if I never experienced that, I would not understand the power of what luxury feels like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did your parents get here to the U.S.?
So my dad was a refugee. Well, I guess my parents are both refugees, right? They came here a long time ago. I'm thinking 1970s, right? They're very old people, by the way.
What's very old?
My dad is turning 73.
Oh my gosh, my parents just turned I guess relative to you, they're very old. I was like, my dad just turned 70. He's going to die.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And,
very old.
It's so funny because I've always grown up with very old siblings. Like,
okay.
We have like a 12-year age gap.
Okay.
My mom's a trooper.
And how old is your mom?
My mom is getting there. Yeah, she's turning 69, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they came here about 30 years ago, and
wow.
No, it's been incredible. They've been able to kind of help raise this family. They work so hard. Seriously, you know, they came to America not knowing anything, with absolutely no money. My dad worked at Steak and Shake and lived by himself just to save money to send to my mom, so
she could
can bring. Yeah.
Jeez.
So my family has incredible lore, and I feel like I have somewhat of an expectation to live out what they worked so hard for.
Yeah.
Right? They worked so hard for me to get to America, to live this life, to go to college, to do all these things, to buy my own house.
Yeah.
And I feel this like debt to them that, you know, I really want to be the best version of myself because they worked so hard and had to sacrifice so much to get me here, right?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of shaped the person I am today.
Yeah, it's like such a blessing to have that, but also obviously I wouldn't wish that type of poverty on anyone, but it's incredible.
Yeah. And
incredible.
Like I said, I'm very grateful for a lot of things, right? Like, I mean, just for example, if you were to build the perfect human being, you probably wouldn't want to give it everything they asked for or spoil it, right?
Right.
You want it to go through trials and tribulations, through struggle. That way they can understand what success feels like, right?
Yeah.
And so it was rough, very rough, but I'm very happy to be who I am today. I'm also very grateful for everybody who's played a part in my life, right? Like I feel like I'm essentially a mosaic of everybody I've ever met, of any interaction, right? No matter how little or how deep the interaction was, like, it's made me who I am today and helped shape the decisions I make every day. And so very grateful for everybody who's been in my life. Grateful for this podcast too, Allie.
I mean, absolutely.
Thank you for this coffee.
You're so welcome. You need to drink some of it. Wow. Jeez. All right, I'm going to ask you the end of the podcast questions now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have had you on. It's been long overdue to having somebody from 317, but I also feel like, in a weird way, I'm not super meticulous about like planning who I'm interviewing when and why. And things just seem to kind of happen when they're supposed to. So I think that's kind of cool, because now look how far you guys have come. Like, if we would have talked at the very beginning, it'd be so different than talking now.
Yeah, it'd be a completely different conversation.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Okay, my 2 questions I ask everybody. Yes. The first one is, what is your favorite running song and or mantra?
Oh, you gave me this and I just honestly did not think too much
perfect.
about
Now
it.
Got it on the spot.
So straight from my heart, I would say my favorite mantra, and you could apply this to anything, no matter how hard it gets, my mantra is, this is easy. You know what I mean? I was telling you, when I had that Charlie horse on mile 21 of my marathon, it was the hardest thing ever, dude. I'm telling you, my right leg was not functional, right? And I had 4 more miles to go. Every step hurt. I just kept repeating, oh, this is easy. Even though it wasn't. You know, even though it hurts and it sucks, this is easy.
Yeah.
I feel like you could apply that to everything.
Yeah.
If it works really hard for you, your boss is killing you, you got all these deadlines, nah, this is easy. I could do it.
Yeah.
And I feel like your word is so important, because your brain essentially believes it in a way.
Yeah.
Subconsciously it does.
Yes.
So when you consistently say, this is easy, I could do it, it's not a big deal, your brain does believe it. Part of it does.
Yeah.
And it does get easier. It's crazy how that works.
I love that one.
But yes, my mantra is this is easy.
Do you listen to music while you run?
Yeah, I'm a big music listener. I will say the times I didn't listen to music were my best runs.
After starting this podcast, it was so weird. I would chat with people and there was this theme. People weren't listening to music when they would run. And I was like, maybe I should try that. It was kind of a crutch for me for a long time. And now I could take it or leave it, or I like listening to audiobooks sometimes if it's a longer run, but...
No, I think listening without music is expert ball knowledge. The thing is, I feel like running is a form of meditation.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you're running, you don't really think about your problems. You don't really think about anything else except for your breathing and one foot over the next, right? You're not worried about the bills or the problems waiting at home. You're just focused on running. And that is a state of meditation.
Yeah.
I love listening to music while I run because it does like make things better. But the moment that you turn everything off and you just focus on what's around you and the running, you do get into this enlightened state of mind where it's just meditative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it can take some practice because sometimes my thoughts chase me around, but you know.
And that's the point.
Right.
Right? You want to have all these thoughts come up, accept it, acknowledge it, and then move on.
Move on.
And then once you keep doing that enough, it takes like maybe 10, 20 minutes. But after that, you'll reach this point where it's like, I don't have anything else to think about. And for the past 10 minutes, I haven't thought of a single thing. And everything has been so peaceful and I feel so aligned.
Yeah.
I think that is a skill I encourage everybody to at least try. So maybe on your next run, try not to listen to music.
Yeah.
Focus on your thoughts. Let all the thoughts that pop up, just acknowledge it and move on. After a few minutes, after a few miles, it might change your life, seriously.
And then if you're feeling really brave, go without your watch too.
Yes, turn it off once in a while, even though it
Yeah.
doesn't count technically on
I know.
Strava. But
I know, it's like nobody, I mean, it's so funny how I care because it's like nobody cares. Oh, Allie didn't post a run on Strava. Nobody cares.
yeah,
But it's weird that you're like, oh, I just like that it's there. I don't know why.
it feels like I'm accumulating something,
Yeah, maybe.
right? It's like a scoreboard. I like to see how many miles I ran last year.
Yeah.
But like I said, it gets more fun the less serious you take things.
I like that. I could really learn from that. That's for sure. Okay, and then next finish line and or milestone, which includes your new house.
Yeah, Allie, I just bought a new house, and I've been so overwhelmed with a million different things, right? With housing, with finances, with coordinate these runs and managing everything. I think my next milestone is just to have more fun with things, you know? Like, I say all these things, but I still think a lot about my times and think about how other people view me and think about all these other races. I think the next milestone is to continue to find the fun in running and just let go of all that stuff and just, just have a good time, right? Like at the end of the day, spoiler alert, we're all going to die.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to care about your mileage or your marathon time. It's
Nope.
about how much fun you had
Yeah.
on this planet in that short amount of time. And so I want to keep focusing on that.
Perfect way to end. Amen to that.
And so yes, 3 on 7 every Saturday at 9 a.m.
Boom.
Outside provider. Would seriously love for you guys to pull up. And I'd love to talk to all of you guys.
Awesome.
And especially you, Allie.
Yes, I will be there.
I'm waiting.
And you'll be a lion. Maybe you save the lion for like the second time to get me come back,
Lunar New Year, we'll have to do something.
I feel like when is that? I'm so bad.
It's February.
Okay. God, I feel like that just happened and that is not
It
the
did.
case.
It's
Okay.
kind of crazy. This
Yeah.
year's been going crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
But yes, I try to do something fun every week, and so.
Perfect. All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you for doing this.
Allie, it's been amazing.
And thanks to everybody who has listened and happy running.
Yes, happy running. Thank you guys. Shout out to Indianapolis and all my running friends.
Amen. Speed City.
Speed City, yes.
If you enjoyed this episode of Finish Lines and Milestones from Sandy Boy Productions, head to the show notes, sign up for weekly emails. I try to make them enjoyable. I also wanted to give a special shout out to Trina Raudebush, who was a previous guest on this podcast, who is now also going to be working in communications for our city. She will be the Chief Communications Officer for Metropolitan Development. So perhaps her and Kelvin will be working together. So congrats, Trina. So excited for you. Also want to thank everybody for making my birthday so special. I love all of you, and I will talk to you again next week. Thanks for listening. Bye.